I'm just marking out the daybed, and what I've done is where those cuts are, this end here will come out and be on the outside of the daybed, so you pull out that round, and that's got 60mm, and then each one's 100mm. This end 60mm and then 100mm, and then that cut is there so that you see that you'll pull out that whole end. And then we've got a couple of cushions that we'll get onto these. So I've marked it out. So there's 100mm, 100mm. This one doesn't get cut, this one gets cut, doesn't get cut, and so on down through the line. And then that will be the pull out of the sheet of ply. This piece gets fixed, and this line actually gets cut all the way through, but I won't do it until I've done sorry, not all the way through. Does it? Yes, it does get cut all the way through, because I'm then going to put hinges on those bits that comes through. So it's a little bit of a fiddly, because it means that I'm going to have like a hinge on all of the solid bits, which is this one here, that one there, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So five pieces will have hinges, and then I'll be able to lift the whole thing up together. Once they've got the pieces underneath, I'll be able to lift the whole thing up together so that I can get underneath, because in there it's going to be my AC 240 and AC 180 Bluetti power banks that will run all of the electrics. That's the shower, drying room, come toilet, and the toilet's already in there. The toilet will go sliding back in underneath the garage, and in the centerpiece there will be the fridge that will be a pull-out fridge. It's a 45 litre Alpicool, and then the kitchen will come in here, and it will have a tall boy unit with all little drawers in it. They might just be pull-out drawers similar to this sort of thing, plastic. I'm not 100% sure yet, or I'll make them as runner drawers, but I've got an idea that they're just going to be usable plastic ones so that we can take them out, and then if we have a driveway awning, we'll put the kitchen area into that, and those boxes will come out and make up part of the kitchen and what have you. Swivel seats, here's the swivel seat, the passenger seat. Here's a spatcher, diesel heater, which it's got a couple of faults on it. I need that to get checked out. I've taken the top part out there, which I wasn't happy with, and that's a size for my blinds, but I want to get the pull up, pull down fly net type blinds if I can, blackouts. That one over there is going to be completely insulated, so that one won't be used, much similar to this one here. That won't be used. Coming around the back, back window, same again, fly screen blackout. This one will have a fly screen blackout, as will that one and this one. And that one, like I say, is going to be insulated with ply all over the top of it. And then that'll have the kitchen tall boy unit right to the ceiling. That'll come right up to the ceiling. It's going to be 400 wide with little, like, either plastic boxes, but loads of showers with loads of plastic boxes, so we can just pull them out, and they'll have little stops on them. There'll be a door on that, door on the shower. Here's the bed. It's a standard 120 wide, 1.8. I've got 188, so a 190 mattress will fit. And then of course we've got all the garage. So just under here, behind these boxes, is where the toilet will come out. and where the boxes are is where the fridge will come out. So that'll take up a little bit of space in the garage, but not too much. But one significant part of it is going to be that we do not have all of the electrics going into it. So there's the AC 180 from Bluetooth. So Bluetooth AC 180, I mean, that's been charged, running all of my skill saws, chop saws, everything, and with no problems. It worked for a good half a day and we were only down to 78%. So I'm well happy with that. The back in here, from there we're going to have a dog leg with a boxing over here so that we can just step up and over it, and then that will go into we'll have a T off from here, and that will come out into this area, go in and around into the drying room, come shower, come toilet, and that will be a T again. So there'd be a T at this point here, one going into the shower area, drying room, and another one going right the way through the bottom of the shower area into the garage space, and then that'll heat the garage space. So all in all, not too bad, but that will harness the Bluetooth and the two Bluetooths, and one will charge the other. They'll come back here, they will be on the charger one from Bluetooth, so we'll be charging from the alternator. I'm going to put two 400 solars up on the roof, and that will be going straight into there, so we'll have alternator charging and solar charging, and hopefully that'll keep us off grid for plenty of time. Just so people do know, these are mini seats. They fit straight in, bolted straight into the CTAs, and they went straight onto the bases. They're the same bases, so you can pick them up. I saw them for as little as 30 quid, the bases, on eBay, Facebook Marketplace, somewhere like that. Yeah, so that will all be as is, and the pull-out bit will have some legs on it, so that they go back. But I'll probably do it in ply, so it's like a ply thing, and then I'll do a couple of hatches in this, so that I can just access it without having to lift it, but will lift it as well. And they probably might even be on hinges as well. I'll have a think about that, whatever's easiest. But it's going to stick out about 100 mil past, so there'd be like a little gap before you get into that. And then obviously in that area where the boxing is, significantly intrude onto that area, so I'll make that all as I can. Anyhow, that's it for now. Hopefully it gives you an insight into where we are with this. Timber that I've used, I've just put that around there. It's got a couple of legs. The front ply is holding this on. I don't need to put any more legs. I'll put some more screws in it for strength. And then once I've squared it all up, the shower's going to have two walls that are going to be they're going to be 40 mil timber in between the two sheets of ply, and in there I'm going to future proof by putting in water, but we're not going to have it as a shower straight away. But I'll do the base in maybe fiberglass or something, so we can drip dry stuff in there. The vent I'll use, there's an extractor up there which we want to put as a max air, and I'll probably leave the top open for that purpose. I'll have a think about it. I need to talk to people about that one. But well, hopefully you enjoyed this bit of stuff. Again, I'm not a videographer or anything, and I do what I can when I can. So hopefully you've understood everything what's going on, and I'll catch you on the other side. So I've measured 27 mil from where I want to do the cut. To be fair, 25 mil is pretty damn good. A couple while I'm here. I'm marking these. Put these into position. Just on the end, I've got my knocking stick, so all I need to do is make sure that they're in the cut on the line. So it's a little bit off. Right on the line, and right on the line. And then drop it in. By keeping that firmly up against the fence, gives me a nice straight cut. This is the bed extended out. This is the bed extended out. I can't do it one-handed, so I'll just show you halfway. That's it, halfway. And that's it all the way back. And these ones here, 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 and here will all have hinges. And then the whole thing will pull up. Not these will be screwed down, and that's all through the batten in the back. These will be screwed down, but then the whole thing will lift up, and that'll come with it. So yeah, all very good. Can't wait. What I will also do is across here there will be a very thin aluminium bar, and what that'll do is it will keep all of that together, this end, so that the whole thing will lift up, and it will be hinged from that point through there. So, and then the whole thing will lift up, you'll be able to get to it from in there. And like I said, that underneath there there'll be a couple of cutouts for access to the bluettis with little doors. All good, all very good. Happy as.